Sasikala succeed in entering AIADMK? This occurs at the anvil of every assembly election in Tamil Nadu, actually every significant election, assembly or general. The shadow of Sasikala Natarajan, once the closest aide of former Chief Minister Jayalalithaa, the powerful Chinnamma who allegedly drove the fear of God amongst ministers and bureaucrats alike, appearing on the political spectrum of Tamil Nadu. It's happened yet again, as Sasikala has made it loud and clear that she wants to make a comeback into the AIADMK, her erstwhile party which showed her the door in 2017. Sasikala has sounded the bugle of restoring the AIADMK to the glorious days of Jayalalitha's times, a party she claims should have ruled Tamil Nadu for 100 years, and the party which is, according to her, is in a shambles right now. Like I said right at the beginning of this conversation, the comeback of Sasikala is a recurring theme in Tamil Nadu politics because back in October 2024, which is rather recent when you look at it from the prism of politics, Edappadi Palaniswami, while being queried about the return of Sasikala and both Paneerselvan, had said as follows: the people you're talking about were expelled from the AIADMK. Expulsion has been happening ever since the party came into being in 1972. There is no way they, that is expelled leaders, can come back. Their expulsion stays. Please don't ever say the party is split. We are the AIADMK and we run the party. Sasikala is yet again playing the bring back the days of Jayalalithaa card and claims she has the knowledge and experience to achieve this. Sasikala ruled over the state of affairs in the AIADMK, and while targeting Edappadi Palaniswami, she said, and I quote her, "The difficulty that has been created by him can only be removed by someone who has experience. Many think that by entering politics, they can accomplish everything, but politics is different. Only this who can do things properly can achieve. I shall definitely bring Amma's rule. I will definitely, or else I will not say as I know the work. Hence, no matter how hard it is, we will bring it back." Sasikala also blamed Palaniswami and also the AIADMK leadership for creating internal difficulties and strife, and while commenting on both Anwar Raja and Maitreyan joining the DMK, this is what she said.
நிச்சயம் நான் செய்கிறாள் இல்லைன்னா சொல்ல மாட்டேன், ஏன்னா எனக்கு வேலை தெரியும். அதனால எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டோ நாங்கள் அதை நிமித்தி கொண்டு வருவோம். அந்த இது திறமை எங்களுக்கு இருக்கு, அந்த நாலேஜ் இருக்கு, அதை சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லாக பண்ண முடியும்.
On whether she met with her old loyalists, the other man who's waiting in the wings, OPS, this is what Chinnamma said.
அதை போய் உங்கள்கிட்ட சொல்ல முடியுமா? சொல்றாருன்னா உண்மை இல்லாம சொல்ல மாட்டாங்கல்ல.
She then attacked the DMK and particularly the ongoing sanitation workers crisis in Chennai and said as follows.
தமிழக அரசு தேர்தல் நேரத்தில் ஒரு பேச்சு பேசும், ஆட்சிக்கு வந்ததும் ஒரு பேச்சு பேசும். இதை தமிழ்நாட்டு மக்கள் நல்லா தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். எதனால் சொல்கிறேன்னா, இந்த தூய்மை பணியாளர்கள் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மொத்தம் 22,000 பேர் அந்த பணியில் ஈடுபட்டிருக்காங்க. அம்மா இருந்தப்பையும் அது இருந்தது. ஆனால் சில பிரச்சனைகள்னால அதை வகைப்படுத்தணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிகிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அம்மாவை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் அந்த பணியாளர்களை ரொம்ப நினைக்கிறவங்க. அவங்க அதுக்கு ஒரு வரையறை செஞ்சு வச்சுருந்தோம். 2016க்கு பிறகு வந்தோடனே அதை நம்ம செய்யணும் அப்படிங்கிறது. அது என்ன எப்படிங்கிறது எனக்கு நல்லாவே தெரியும். முழுமையாக அதில் நானும் ஈடுபட்டு, ஏன்னா அந்த பணியாளர்களுக்கு வேலையும் கொடுக்கணும், அப்படிங்கிறத நினச்சி ஒரு வழிவகை நல்லபடியாக செஞ்சு தான் வச்சுருந்தோம். ஆனால் அம்மா இல்லாமல் போயிட்டாங்க. அதனால் சில மாற்றங்கள்லாம் நடந்திருக்கு. இப்போ திமுக என்ன பண்ணுச்சு? அப்போது எதிர்கட்சி தலைவராக இருக்கார் இன்றைக்கி இருக்கிற முதலமைச்சர். அவர் போய் அவங்களுடைய போராட்டத்தில் கலந்துக்கிட்டு என்ன சொல்கிறாரு? 20ல்
It seems very clear that Sasikala is working on a two-pronged strategy. First is to bring back the glorious days of Jayalalithaa back, and the second is to school Edappadi Palaniswami. Listen in.
அம்மாவுடைய ஆட்சி எப்படி இருந்தது, அந்த ஆட்சியை திரும்ப கொண்டுட்டு வரணும், வந்து மக்களுக்கு நம்ம செய்யணும் அப்படிங்கிற நினைவோடு தான் அதிமுககாரவங்க எல்லாருமே செயல்படுறோம்.
All right, then let's debate if Sasikala shall remain only as a theoretical aspect of Tamil Nadu politics, or will she re-enter AIADMK and restore it to its formal glory as she claims. S. Muralidharan, political analyst, is with us, and S. Sriram, political analyst, also from Tamil Nadu. A very, very warm welcome to both of you. Muralidharan, one has to give it to her. She looks very cheerful. She looks healthy. She looks very clear in what she's saying. She seems that she's here to actually carry out serious business. I mean, I've seen her many times earlier. She looked infirm. She did not look. But this, the bites you just heard her speak, she looks like she is razor sharp even now.
Even Rajinikanth is razor sharp, and she's probably
Oh,
in
yeah.
better health than her. And he's, he can narrate better dialogues than her. He should be the, leader joining ADMK, right? So I don't think so, Sudha. I mean, the Anwar Raja, Maitreyan, most of them are like, they are like, worn out. And whether they're in the party or not, I don't think they're going to make any difference, including OPS. So I think if you compare with the DMK has young blood today, whether you call it nepotism, whatever, but most of the ministers' sons are, holding one portfolio and doing their best. That's where ADMK has lost out. So if at all ADMK needs some, strength, some kind of, jubilation, some kind of new blood to be induced, that has to come from youngsters and not from these old stalwarts. They were good at their own, period, not anymore. And whether Sasikala coming in, I don't know whether she'll be able to, first of all, impress upon the existing cadres. So I don't see it I don't see it happening.
You speak about young blood. Of course, Vijay is also young. There are lots of Seeman is also relatively young. But the point is not really in politics about young people. It's about numbers. Sriram, do you think, if you look at 2024 very closely, Sriram, we saw that for the AIADMK it was bad news, and a lot of political analysts, and please correct me if I'm wrong, were saying the Mukkalathur vote, on which they depended a lot at one time when they were united, seems to be sliding off in comparison to earlier times, apart from the big bashing that they got. They feel that if you get Sasikala Natarajan, OPS, everyone, then it is a united front against, Muka Stalin, and it can be fought well. And the caste matrix, or, the voting share, increasing it, will also improve more ways than one. Sriram, do you agree? Let's not forget, let's for a minute keep the egos and what she did earlier and OPS's Dharma Yuddham, EPS saying the doors are locked, all that aside, look at it from the political analyst prism, Sriram.
Definitely it would help, every bit of drop of water is only going to help the party, no doubts about it. But I don't think, Mr. Edappadi is definitely in a much stronger, in a position, and he does have the party firmly behind him. I don't think Madam Sasikala's effort is going to be that easy. But I'm sure, strengthening of the Mukulutor by roping in Mr. TTV Dinakaran, which I'm told is in the cards, and they are expected to be, actually, they should have met about a week ago. Don't know why that meeting is yet to happen. But I'm sure he is very keen to take Mr. TTV on board. So that is definitely going to really help ADMK, retrieve some Mukulator votes. But admitting Madam Sasikala is how far is going to be a far-fetched, unless ADMK, in the event of probably finding the 2026 elections not up to the mark, maybe then certain things can happen. But if Mr. Edappadi manages to win, I think he's home and through, and ADMK is going to be rock solid behind
But
him.
the point is
And
that don't we say never in politics, because the last time over, they had a truck with the BJP, but they've against, had a marriage with the BJP in the recent past and said we'll fight together at the 2026. So there are no guarantees really, to say that there is no way unless Edappadi finds that, that this is getting, she's once again, because we all know the terror that she drove amongst ministers, amongst bureaucrats, no one can sit in front of her. She will take their class every morning, etc., etc., etc. All that was there. Unless Edappadi Palaniswami is extremely scared of that fact, how does one say that it's never going to happen, Sriram?
No, Edappadi will not want to give any room, for his position to be challenged. So obviously that is what he is working towards. So he is looking at, in fact, I would say he sacrificed the 2021 election only to claim the control of the party. He was not keen on the government. So he had a long-term vision in him. He doesn't want challengers to be within the party. So that is the reason why I'm saying that he might, it's not going to be that easy for him to accept Madam Sasikala and Mr. OPS into the party fold. I'm sure he will make a compromise with TTV. He has even withdrawn the case against him for for asking him not to use the flag and the bordered veshti that the normally the ADMK people use. So there seems to be some understanding with TTV. I don't think there will be a compromise with OPS and Madam Sasikala in the near future,
All right.
Sudhaji.
All right. Okay. So let me come to Murali. Murali, tell me something. Let's flip it on its head. What are the disadvantages if, hypothetically, if Sasikala re-enters AIADMK for the benefit of the viewers? What is so bad apart from, like I said, her overbearing personality? Of course, there are, politicians, a lot of them have gone to jail. She was in jail along with, her niece, etc., etc. But just for the benefit, like I said, what if she re-enters AIADMK? What will happen? Murli, please unmute Murli.
Yeah, sorry. Once upon a time in the Indian cricket team, we had something like 5 captains and 6 other players, 4 ex-captains and 1 captain. Okay, that was I think Ganguly, Sachin, Dravid, and 2 others. Okay, I don't even remember. Okay, now that point of time, India was only losing matches, and somewhere they had to take a bold step to send all those ex-captains home and induce some fresh blood. Fresh blood is what is going to help them. These people are, see, each of them have their own agenda. Whether it's TTV, he would like to grab the party one day. OPS, he's been, I don't know, he's done all kind of atrocities, including ransacking the party headquarters. And Sasikala, known to be, so whatever, second in command to Jayalalithaa, and she has a few people whom she has influence within the party. So everybody will have an agenda trying to pull each other. I don't think it's going to be a cohesive, single unit. And Edappadi will not be able to handle that because these people are, commanded over him at one point of time. So it's better to have a young and fresh team and go about, fighting the battle than having all these, oldies around you and trying to keep them happy. So actually, if you see, DMK suffered a lot with people like Ponmudi. You know what and all he did, right? Then you had K.N. Nehru, and they had to slowly discard Durai Murugan.
There is
Nobody was
Durai,
listening
yeah,
to Stalin.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
nobody was listening to the Stalin. That was a bigger problem. Now slowly they are sidelined one by one. Ponmudi of his own making, K.N. Nehru sidelined, Shekhar Babu took over. If you see Chennai Corporation, K.N. Nehru is the minister, but every decision is taken by Shekhar Babu. So, they were pushed aside. And Edappa, Durai Murugan is anyway old, I don't think. is going to be in serious politics anymore.
Yeah, right.
So
But you
unless
know,
these people make way,
yeah, 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 I hear you. Yeah, yeah.
governance becomes
All
difficult.
right. But then, you know, Muralidharan, I want to quickly ask you a question. What about emotions of the Tamils? When you see Chinnamma, tomorrow when you see, hypothetically, see her, see Edappadi and see Paneerselvam together, don't you think that Tamils are an emotional people? We have seen the love they had for MGR. We've seen the love they had for Jayalalithaa. And she being the only residual shadow of Jayalalithaa, do you think emotions will play a very, very big role in, you know, even now?
No, Sudha, because see, if you remember that, even Jayalalithaa had sidelined her for a few years. She had kept her
Yes.
away, saying that she's trying to take over my property and take over my whatever wealth. So knowing all that, I think people had love for MGR and Jayalalithaa. After that, it took them some time to figure out there was no MGR and Jayalalithaa anymore. There is no charismatic personality who's going to lead us anymore. And it took them time, to roll over this and, come to a conclusion. Okay, Edappadi is a guy who's, come out reckoning. So I think he's going to be the leader to take this party ahead. Because this is proven with all the road shows Edappadi is doing for the last 1 month. He's on the road. He's the first guy to lead the campaign, and he is going road by road. And in fact, he had gone to the Delta area where Mukkalothos are very strong, and
Yes.
he is getting he's getting huge crowds there. So that shows,
But then, you know,
there is a
yeah, political critics, cynics also say crowds do not translate into words, but we'll wait and see. So you
sure.
pretty
We'll wait.
much, Murali, are saying she's a spent force. Sriram, do you agree with Muralidharan? Muralidharan, for all that, I'm summarizing him, but it seems like no way the lady is around, but the lady is a spent political force. What do you have to say, Sriram?
No, no, absolutely. I mean, for her to regain the party back is not going to be possible at all. I'm thinking unless, as I said, Mr. EPS, if he is going to probably not make the 2026 elections, there can be challenges thereafter for him within the party. But at least for now, it is door closed for Madam Sasikala, and people are going to be behind, rock solid behind Mr. APS, is what is my point as well.